Right. So we're live, and you may not believe this, but base was just struck by lightning. Just before I sat down, I heard lightning strike the base. So doesn't seem to have done too much damage, but it's a bummer. Did it strike anywhere else? Because I thought I heard a couple of explosions. Yep. MK7. Okay. Yeah, there's a hole in my base. And I don't think I have any iron to fix it. Okay, I will pull MK7 out. And, then we'll go do some mining, because I have repairs to do, apparently. It's annoying. Okay, it looks better. Let's see if I have any iron. I don't think I do. Wait. Go fix stuff. Lost a projector. I have very little bit of iron. I do believe this is all the iron I have is these plates. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Base is fixed. Make sure that was it. Don't see any more holes in the roof. You know, lightning is an issue because I think on my first live stream in this world, I got struck by lightning, so... and killed. Alright. Wait, I have iron. Get iron. I thought I was out of iron. Oh well, we're gonna go mine some more. Seriously, how did I get iron? Alright. Let's see. Nice, having uranium show up is a good thing. Open creative mode. And... Yeah, I figured you meant meteor. All right. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so which one? No DLC edition and regular. Let's go. We'll unsubscribe from the other one. Or we won't. Okay. Done. But you made it substantially longer. Substantially longer. That's a lot of seating. Hmm. Let's look here. One thing that does um, come to mind immediately when I see it. Make it 10. And this should be good. Sags in the back. Yeah, you can see it bounced backwards. But not a bad thing necessarily. Let's see. Now, yeah, the back end needs to be strength needs to be turned up. But it drives good. Good, you got the wheels right. This is a nice little bus. Seems a little bit roll happy, but not too bad. Pretty dang stable. Nice little jump there. All right, let's bring it back over by the base. Alright. All in all, I kind of like it. What do the event controllers do, though? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Event controllers. Small battery. Stored power. Setup action. Toggle block on. Toggle block off. Okay. Nice. Batteries are full. Batteries are low. Like it. That's pretty cool. Gyro is perfect. One gyro is plenty enough. I still think that you'll benefit from putting a block right there, like so. Because sometimes you'll find it difficult to jump up into that, and it gives you the ability to hit the side of the car and then land on something. But I mean, all in all, I kind of like it. Got this filled with ice or something back here? No, just naturally heavier back there. Like it a lot. Alright. I really like the doors. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. Alright, so I thought I needed iron. I really thought I needed iron. Whatever it's shooting at needs to die. Jeez. Alright. So, I have been working at my new job as a porter. And, I'll be honest, I've spent the last 25 years working as a design engineer, detailer at automotive suppliers, and I've been working at a desk. I have been too sore and tired after work to even think about anything, let alone do anything. And it's been rough. But I'm starting to get used to the physical labor again, and getting much better. Part of the reason why I've been playing a lot of Star Citizen, most of it's just mindless task. Go pick up a delivery mission, and the delivery mission says go to A, pick up a box, B, drop a box. Yay, money. Or go mining. So you go mine for something. You then sell the mined resources, and then you go do it again. Or go clear a bunker, and I haven't even really been doing the bunker missions. Those are just go in, do a little bit of clearing of bad guys, and get yourself some money. Yeah, on my feet 8 hours a day. Well, my problem isn't that I'm on my feet for 8 hours a day. It's that I'm not used to it. I'm getting used to it. Um, Yesterday was the first day that I've come home after 8 hours and not felt so drained that I just wanted to veg in front of a television. Um, or just go to bed. So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of Star Citizen, and I'm getting pretty good at the game as far as flying their ships and knowing where to go mine things. Me and Ozzy went out last night in Star Citizen and did a bunch of gem mining because I made so much money in the game that I just went out and I bought myself a ship that could haul a mining ship, and so we put it to use. It's fun. Did lose track of where I was in Space Engineers though, because I thought I had a whole bunch of mining to do today, and apparently I don't. That's okay. You can never have too much iron, so we're going to continue with mining iron. Even though the plan for the next episode is to build something so I don't have to worry about mining iron anymore. Oh, I forgot to hold the alt. Trying to move my camera around, slamming into walls. Mind me, I'm a professional gamer. I know exactly what I'm doing. And I never lie. Oh, man. No, it's been a rough couple of weeks. And then just for a nice little kick in the teeth, I'm having a hard time moving around, doing anything. And, I mean, I'm enjoying the job, don't get me wrong. And I'm very happy that this guy gave me a job because, and he even told me that he didn't want to hire me because he thought I was just going to leave in a month. So he, really went against his instincts to give me an opportunity to prove that I want to work. And I appreciate it. I'm very happy for the job, but I've been tired, sore, and for a nice kick in the teeth, the rack and pinion went out on my car like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. So, yay. Thankfully, I work for a mechanic shop. Oh, my inventory's full now. So we're going to get the car taken care of. And getting all that and set up and ready to go. Everything's in line. And mother calls me last night and says she's going to buy me a car. And I'm just like, no, can't do that. And she tells me that it's already in process and I'm not allowed to stop her. She buy me a car. So, yay. Subnautica Below Zero. I don't I don't know much about Subnautica. It looks like a cool game. I just haven't tried it. Yes, and it was awesome. Um, I actually had to convince her not to do what she was originally planning because she was going to buy me a car and she was going to buy my middle child a car. Um, and I was just like, I can't let you spend all your money on and one of my children. And I tried to convince her not to buy any cars. She was having none of it. She just she insisted. Turns out her and my younger brother were conspiring because I've been having hard times, and he works at a dealership about an hour and a half away from me, and so he's been looking for cars. This whole time I had no idea this was going on. I was looking to buy parts and getting everything set up to start working on my car. Um, and I'm supposed to pick up a car on Monday because they had already found a car and we're getting ready to sign all the paperwork on the car. So I am very fortunate. Oh, I forgot to turn on the throwing away stone. Oh, that's what's wrong. That's why it filled up so quickly. For the most part, I do. Uh, we have our moments. Don't get me wrong. But we all love each other, even if we don't spend a lot of time together. And we'd all drop whatever we're doing to help each other out as best we can. It's very humbling to be on the receiving end of such charity for a change, though. I did pick up some iron, and other way. There we go. The ship is empty. It can sort through everything on its own. It doesn't need me to do it. Yes, I'm very fortunate and very blessed. Um, yeah, the car I'm getting is actually an upgrade from the car that I have. The car I have isn't bad, mind you. It's got 400,000 miles on it though. So the rack and pinion going out is par for the course. It's just something that needs to be fixed. And right now, that's the only thing wrong with it is the rack and pinion went out. So I was going to replace the rack and pinion, the power steering pump, and the lines because we just did the tie rods, inner and outers, wheel bearings, and the ball joints in the last year. So those are going to last a while. And those are all just standard wear components anyways. So that car is actually going to go to my middle child because he's stuck under a lease. And he needs to get out of that. The car I'm getting is... It's got just over 100,000 miles on it. It's a Malibu LS. And it looks pretty nice. And my brother, who's a certified mechanic, well, he was a certified mechanic. I don't know if he's still kept up on his certifications. He's an underwriter, a parts underwriter at a dealership. So he knows what he's doing. He looked at everything and found what he thought was the best bang for the buck for what my mother was going to spend on me. So I know that her money wasn't wasted, and that makes me very happy. It will be the first car I've ever driven that has the built-in Bluetooth. I always had to add that aftermarket. Yeah, my previous car, it's a 2010 with 400,000 miles on it. Still runs great. It's not like I don't keep up with it. It's to the point where it needs an oil change and a tune-up. And I thought that was going to be the only thing I needed for quite some time. I want to see just how much iron we have. I'm going to have to move it, aren't I? Be able to count that. And that's awesome that your dad does that for you. That one's full. Iron 2? And I just moved it from iron 1 to iron 2. Alright, so we actually have 1.5 small cargo containers of iron. My brother can work on any car you put in front of him. And I do mean any car, even the newer hybrids. Well, I don't know about the electric ones. I don't know if he can work with like a Rivian or a Tesla. Pretty sure he was taught that, but that came out after he went to being an underwriter, so I don't know if he's got any practice with it. My oldest son, he's actually learning how to be a mechanic right now, and anything that needs to be worked on, I could take it up to his shop and they can work on it. And aside from that, I taught my oldest boy how to be a mechanic. Well, I tried to. He didn't really want to learn when I was teaching, so I can fix most everything that comes in my driveway, provided I have the tools. So I'm not worried about the car getting worked on. Actually, I don't mind working on cars at all when it's not my car and I don't have to drive it. The only time I mind working on my car is when I have to try and get it done to drive it to work tomorrow. Then I'd rather take it to a mechanic and get a loaner car. But, you know, that requires you have a job that makes enough money to pay other people to fix your stuff. I don't have that anymore. Wow. That's gonna take a bit of work. Those, not because they're hard to work on, although I will say, working on the engine in the back of a bug is really a pain. I'm kudos and good luck. Just don't have good access to the engine through that back hatch. Um, but the worst part about it is going to be finding parts. Well, depends on how original you want it to be. Oh, ouch. Um, Actually, no, that's I can't say ouch. That's awesome because that means you can actually get in there and restore all the paneling and framing and actually make it look good. It's really hard to do that if the car's not taken apart before you get it. Let's see. Need ice. Oh, wow. That sounds like a fun project. Yeah, I was building a nice tool collection to be able to do stuff like that. And then I had kids. And my priority shifted from buying tools to buying diapers and formula. And I just never got back into it because back did had other things that just came up and took priority. So I started dumping a little bit of money into my computer and then a little bit of money in my computer. And now I've got a beast of a computer. Even if it is old, it's still pretty dang good. And computer just I mean I could play with it for like 5 minutes and walk away, or I could play with it for 3 hours and walk away, and all the stuff I wanted to work on in the shop, I couldn't go out there without spending at least a couple hours tinkering with something. Wasn't conducive to raising kids. And then I just got completely into gaming. I mean, just completely. It became the primary hobby. And it may sound like I'm blaming my kids for me not having tools and all the fun toys out in the garage. No, no, I gladly set those aside to spend time raising my kids. When they were little, it was a lot of fun. And then they started to grow up and they went and they hung out with friends, and it wasn't the same. And I was so proud of them to watch them growing up. But I'm sure none of y'all want to hear me reminisce about my kids, because everybody's got great kids and all of everybody's kids are great kids in their eyes. And nobody's wrong. I thought I was closer than that. Ouch. All right. And it will fill my ship on its own. Should fill my ship on its own. Oh, it won't fill the drills. Everything's full except the drills. Oh, they're actually filling. Okay. I didn't think it would fill the drills. Alright, we're going to stay hooked up until that red light kicks on. And this is a good refill on my coffee. I don't know if y'all know what a porter does, because that's what I'm doing at work. I am a porter. And fun fact, porter is a fancy way of saying janitor and whatever else they want done. Oh, I've mopped more floors, taken out more bags of trash, and run a floor cleaner more at this job than in the last 2 weeks than I ever have in my life. Not a complaint, it's just an observation. It's, I'm actually enjoying the job. And they give me a list of tasks that need to be done, a priority in which they need to be taken care of, and I just go figure out what's the best course of action to get everything done on the best schedule. Why has it stopped filling? Okay. So, with this, switch to this, and we're going to say Toyotas aren't bad. I got no problem with a Toyota. The problem I had with buying a Toyota is I can't buy a Toyota. All the Toyotas that were available were outside my price range because they're pretty good vehicles. Whereas people undervalue cars like the Chevy Malibu, the Chevy Impala. They are just good, solid cars that never die so long as you keep the oil changed and do standard maintenance on them. I mean, hell, my Impala that I have now, it's a 2011 with 400,000 and a few hundred miles on it. And the engine runs great. I just had to replace the wheel bearings. And it needs a rack and pinion now after 400,000 miles. I got no complaints. I can't say anything bad about the car. And people look at it and go, It's just an Impala. Yeah, it's just an Impala. Well, I don't know about all that. I don't know about which vehicle was better at wartime. I just care about when I'm looking at a vehicle, I don't care if they use the engine in a tank or a plane or whatever. I care about how it drives and how easy it's going to be able to keep it driving. And Toyotas and Hondas are pretty good at that. Chevy and Ford are pretty good at that. Dodge used to be really good at that. But Chevys, they're just dependable. Fords are pretty dependable too, but the way I like to say it is a Chevy will nickel and dime you to death. So you'll have little problems, just little things. You'll almost never be stranded, but you'll have little things that just go wrong that have to be fixed. Like changing the wheel bearings, but changing the wheel bearings is an easy job on a Chevy. Or changing the rack and pinion is not an easy job, but that doesn't normally go bad. Ford tends to have their cars be a little bit more comfortable and hide the problems, and you don't catch them until it's a catastrophic failure. So it will just keep running for a longer period of time, but when you find out you had an issue, you're dumping a bunch of money to fix it. But I mean, they're reliable and dependable for the most part. The old acronym found on Road Dead just doesn't apply anymore with a Ford. Well, at least not to the degree that it used to. And Chevys are still built hammer tough. Or hammer strong. What was it they used to? Uh, well, you know, it does happen on occasion, Anton. Gas prices dictate the cars too. If I had my way, I would have a nice big pickup truck like I had when I was growing up, but no, that ain't gonna happen. Well, I say big pickup truck, but by comparison, the pickup trucks of today are way, way bigger than the pickup truck I had. Honestly, I'd like to have, say, a early 90s Ford Ranger, back when they were still a small truck. The Ford Ranger of today is the size of a Ford F-250 from the 90s. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Yukons are nice vehicles. I've driven them a few times. I have to be able to park in the city on occasion. Yeah, Rangers are just good vehicles. I had a 94. Yeah, I think it was 94 Ranger. And that thing was just a beast. You couldn't stop it. I could go through anything. It had the extended cab long box. You know, the little fold down back seat. And my kids were little at the time. And I worked at the company that made at the time, I worked at the company that made the headers for the 92? Or was it the 93? It was just before they changed it to a log style exhaust. And the engine hadn't changed. And they had like a dozen prototypes of the headers for that engine sitting around the shop. So when my log style exhaust on the 94 Ranger got a little pinhole in it, the prototype guy brought me back to the back of the shop, said, "Hey, we got these right here. They're better and they're free." I was like, "Heck yeah." So I had a nice header system on my 94 Ranger. It was good. And it was a manual because, you know, manuals are better. If you know how to drive them. That clarification needs to be made. Not everybody does, and that's okay. I switched from manual transmission to automatic transmission when I got my Impala, because my plan was to teach my daughter how to drive in it, and then she refused to learn from me. She wound up going out with her friends and learning how to drive. So I got rid of my manual transmission to teach her how to drive, and then she refused. But that's okay though, because my girlfriend doesn't know how to drive a manual. I know. I'm not young enough to have forgotten that. Uh, I loved manuals. Learning how to drive a manual car, was an interesting proposition. Yeah, now you pay more for the manual. My first time driving a stick, I had bought I wow, and I bought a 1984 Chevrolet Chevette, not Corvette, Chevette. If you don't know what that is, Chevette, CHEVETE, sorry. It was supposed to be a junk car, but it was a manual, and I loved that car to death. But that was the first manual stick car that I'd driven ever. So I bought it. I paid the guy this money. My father took me over there. I said, "Dad, it's a manual. Can you teach me how to drive it tonight?" And he clapped me on the back, said, "Press the clutch when you brake," and then climbed into his truck and left me there. And that was how I learned how to drive a manual transmission. Um, and I wish I was joking. And I'm glad that he did it that way. They did have much better gas mileage. They still do, actually, if you get the actual real manual transmissions. Um, but they only have better gas mileage if you drive them for better gas mileage. Because you can drive a manual and dump gas in it, which I may have been guilty of doing more than a few times. But I loved that Chevette so much, I bought two others right after them. I won't say how long it's been for me either, but But I will say it's kind of a it's kind of a core memory. It's one that's never going to go away. Yeah, well, I had it all down before I got the car home. Um, it's really not that hard to learn a manual if you're forced into the situation. It's not hard to learn. Um, you just got to know to look for gears, and once you find the gears, it's all good. Oh, then you were forced to learn. Um, yeah, I'm glad I learned how to drive a manual though. They're such better cars. No, no. Um, Tractors didn't used to have gears. Not really. Um, the only experience I had shifting before I learned how to drive a manual car was the riding lawnmower. And that one you had to come to a complete stop before you shifted. And you were just picking a speed, essentially. So no, no, I did not treat that the same way at all. No, what taught me the concept of shifting was actually dirt bikes. And I will be right back. So I'm back, and sorry about that. That was my girlfriend calling, and I like hanging out with you guys, but no offense, I like her more. And I prioritize her over my video games, so, you know, she calls, I answer. Oh. Now, if I didn't like live streaming and making videos, I wouldn't do it. Thanks, Anton. Um, appreciate the love. Maybe I should have left you on that prison planet in Star Citizen. Jeez. Well, it didn't slam that time. That's good. Yeah, but you wouldn't have been in SC prison. You'd have just died and lost the expensive gear you were using. Of course, if I'd done that, we would have lost the expensive gems too. So, oh man. No, apparently, my girlfriend actually called me this morning while I was asleep. And I picked up the phone, I answered, and I had a conversation with her that I don't remember. And she was just informing me of it. The hazards of talking in your sleep. Yeah, that's fair. It really isn't. It's nice to know where they sell it at, though. I didn't know where to find a suit that could hold up to the temperatures on that planet. You know, even if you do have an expiration date when you step off your ship on with that gear, it's better than not having that gear because you know, 10 minutes versus an hour. She told me I fell asleep on her this morning, and I was like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Don't play that game. I know you woke up. You told me you were awake." I'm like, "Yeah," and I said it in my sleep. Oh, yeah, that's kind of a strange situation to be in there. What did I agree to? What did I say this morning? How much trouble did I get myself in this morning? I won't know until later. She's on lunch at work, so. But she sounded happy, so maybe I didn't get myself in too much trouble. Uh, I talk in my sleep, I sleepwalk, and I sleep eat. And when I sleep eat, it's usually peanut butter, which is why I have no peanut butter in the house. love peanut butter. One of the best foods that God ever gave us, and I will say that forever. There's better than peanut butter, but I mean, for quick, just tasty goodness to satisfy a craving, yeah, that's why I can't have peanut butter in the house. I love it too much. And peanut butter is not healthy in large quantities. Actually, you do that when you're awake. You say really mean things about people when you're awake. You're just fortunate most people think you're joking. I know you're not. But, you know, let people think it. Yeah, Anton is the epitome of the saying, or the joke. People think I'm funny when I'm really just being mean. Nah. Anton's actually a really good dude. Most of the time. He's going to deny it, though. Sorry, Anton, I'm ruining your reputation. Yeah. You've said that before. At last night, me and Anton were going around doing some mining in SE or SC, and he was flying my ship everywhere and doing a good portion of the mining, while my lazy ass just laid in the bed. All right. And we're just going to leave this here charging because it needs to charge. All that ice will get sucked out of there rather quickly. And we'll see the hydrogen tanks are probably getting a little fuller, but not much. Hasn't been a lot of ice. I really need to get a drone put together for that. What are they filled to? 18.4%. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm really looking forward to doing this. This will be fun. Oh. All right. I think I'm gonna take a couple of trips to the station and see if I can buy some better tools or just a little smidge of platinum to make better tools. Because better tools are nice. Ooh, wrong button. Wrong button. Ooh. Lost my home row. That sucks. How much damage did I do? Nothing visible. I'll weld that up later. Not too bad. I should have stopped. Yeah, that's my forward thrust gone. I need to turn on the waypoint. I'm not sure which one it is, so we're just going to turn them all on. There it is. Thank you. I appreciate you choosing to waste your time with me. I'm actually looking forward to tomorrow's live stream because I'm looking forward to getting back into the scrapyard antics because that actually seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I was really enjoying it last week. Although it's going to wind up not being an 8 to 12 hour stream. I'm going to have to cut those down. Yeah, so do I. Introductory videos would be good to have. I didn't say no more 8-hour streams. I just need to not spend all of Sunday streaming. Not that it won't happen again, just it can't be the norm. I'm working again, so I don't have 8 hours a day to waste on gaming. Well, waste is the wrong word. I enjoy it too much to call it a waste. But I just don't have the time. And aside from that, our friends across the pond, they tend to go to bed at a reasonable hour for them, which is early for us. So yeah, it's a 5 hours difference between me and the people in the UK. So when it gets to noon my time, it's 5 p.m. their time. So 4 p.m. our time is 9 p.m. their time. It just doesn't work out to stay up super late for them. And they all work on Monday, so, well, not all of them. Don't remember it being this long of a flight. I can understand that. Um, it's hard to deal with time zones sometimes. I mean, but that's nothing. Try working with people in UK and China at the same time and throw in some people from Sweden. Suddenly, there is no time that is good for everybody. Somebody's having the meeting in the middle of the night. Yes, we did that to the guys in China. Oh, yeah, it's fun dealing with people on the other side of the world because they wish you a happy new year the day before. It is very interesting indeed. Let's see. Turn those on because I'm getting close. I don't know how many credits I actually have. Oh, I should have grabbed the credits that I have in a cubbyhole at the base and put those in the ATM. Oh well. There we go. Don't want to use the batteries up. Access denied. I can't remember exactly which ones it is that I can use. Oh, that's right, they sell ships. They don't have upgraded tools. And they don't have any platinum I can buy. How many credits do I have? 4 million credits. What can I buy for 4 million credits? Is it the med kits that have platinum in them? Or the power kits? I'm gonna have to check that because I can actually buy those, and I think I can disassemble those. No, I can't. I'm thinking of a modded version of the game. Okay. That's a bummer. We'll check the Space Pirate Station. Actually, I think we're gonna buy some data pads. Maybe we'll find some other stations around us. Okay. All right, let's see if we have any more GPS markers. All right, we have the Space Pirate Station, which is all the way over there. We have another station over there. Am I not seeing? Oh, they didn't show up as automatically on. Let's see now. None of them are nearby. That's a bummer. Okay, let's buy a few more and see if we get lucky. Bought 4 more. All right. So, nope. No dice. Nothing close. Nothing even on Earth. That's annoying. All right, well, guess that's the best I get. I was hoping to find some on Earth, but no love. At least I get some more credits out of it. Well, not out of that one, apparently. Can I open this? Can. There's nothing in it, but I can open it. Let's deposit our credits. Well, that's a bummer. I wonder, what do they have for contracts? I don't want hauling. Most of it's actually stuff I could do. I'll have to look into doing some of that. All right. So they got nothing for me. Let's go check the Space Pirate Station. Because I see no reason not to. And it's not that far away. Oh. So Anton, I know you and I worked on a design for something to keep us all alive. My one concern is, do you think we'll have enough computers? Takes a lot of computers to build something like that. Well, if Anton's still here even to answer the question. All right. Coming in for a landing. Nope. All right, let's see what you've got. Artillery shells. Salt cannon shells. A grinder. An upgraded grinder. Gravity components don't take platinum. Platinum is what I'm hoping to get. Reactor components. That would get me some uranium to disassemble those. Okay. They sell some good weapons. And an upgraded grinder, which is always nice. I can't remember if these use any materials I would want. How many of these do they have? They only have 2 of them. I bet I can recycle one to get a welder. So I'm going to buy both of them, even though they're expensive. And hopefully I can disassemble this grinder to get the welder. Very tempted to buy a bunch of these and just to have the uranium. Doesn't take much uranium to really take care of things. Search contract, acquisition contract. I had forgotten about this. Bounty contract. I am the target of a bounty. I can't kill myself. I would take your money, but you won't give it to me. Okay, the access denied go away. No, it's not access denied. Okay, well, that's it. That's everything. Alright, so maybe I'll have upgraded tools. At least an upgraded welder and grinder. And other than that, we just head home. Yeah, so in Star Citizen, I was playing that for more time than I care to admit. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to turn off the forward thrust. And I actually bought myself a Nomad and a Rock. And I don't know if anybody in chat actually plays Star Citizen. If you don't, and you can get your hands on a chance to play for free, I would recommend it. I'm not sure it's worth spending money on yet. It's not that it's a bad game. It's just I couldn't endorse it to somebody at this point. It's good. It's just it's not complete yet. So kind of hard to say. Yeah, it's worth spending your hard-earned money on. It's not yet. If you do, you'll probably enjoy it, but it's definitely incomplete. But I do love the mechanics of the game. Huh. Um, weird. That's strange. It's showing me that my stream is not functioning on Restream, so I thought the stream ended on YouTube when it shouldn't have. So made me worry a little. Starfield. I'm not too familiar with Starfield. In fact, let's make sure I'm actually thinking of the right game. Oh, the Bethesda game, yes. Yeah, I have not bought it yet because it takes money, and I have been unemployed. It looks like a good game. It looks like a lot of fun. Um, so I've been trying not to follow the hype because I don't have the money to follow the hype. um, it does look like a good game. It looks very entertaining, engaging. But, you know, what do you do? If you don't have cash, you don't buy games. I know that's going to deserve another Heathens from Anton, I know. But, you know, got to do what you got to do. In fact, I just got my first paycheck yesterday at this new job, and it was enough to bring me up to 0. Well, maybe a little bit above. So, I'm happy about that. Couldn't have gotten this job at a better time. I had just run out of money. I don't think I'm ever going to stop playing Space Engineers. I really do love this game. Oh, I did do damage. I'm missing a landing gear. Oops. Oh well. It's fine. It still has one. Apparently it's damaged though. Oh well. No, it's not damaged. Huh. Okay. Let's go see if I can disassemble. Oh, yay. Just enough. Yay, tool upgrades. I forgot to deposit those credits. Oh well. Alright, let's fix our character tools. That's nice. There we go. We got better tools. And we have plenty of iron. Let's see just how much iron we have. We have 500,000 iron. I think we're good for a while. I thought it was in here. Yeah, there it is. 29k credits sitting there in the little box. Do I have anything else in these cubby holes I've put everywhere that I'm forgetting about? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, I have a little bit of cosmic coffee. It would be sitting on a counter somewhere because coffee deserves to be front and center, but I can't. Alright, so all in all, we're good on resources. Jesus. Oh, Anton, jeez. You know, there are so many things I could say to that, but I won't because this is YouTube. And it'd be mean. Oh, man. Okay. Now, I need to go. I think I need to check. Do I have? Yes, I do. The drill rig. I already have a blueprint for it. I thought I published that. What, family friendly-ish. Yeah, ish. You see, you may hear cursing on occasion. Because I was raised in in an environment where I was a farm boy shop rat. Grew up in a machine shop and working on farms and working on cars. So yeah, so there are things that I say that you might not want your kids to hear, but I try to keep it family friendly, but you know, I'm human. I try to keep my language clean on here. I really do. But I have been told by people in the machine shop to watch my language. So yeah, we'll see. All right, I have a blueprint of the drill rig, and I think I'm going to start the next video by using a blueprint for that. And we'll introduce the first programmable block, because I'm going to have a programmable block make all the components. New. Yeah, they're new. Well, there are new curse words. They're weird. This new generation has a weird idea of what's offensive language. Let's see. What did I want to do? I wanted to get... I could make several more trips for ice. I really could. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. You don't curse on the sales floor. You really shouldn't. That being said, some customers deserve it. Honestly, I love customer service. I really did enjoy doing that line of work. Problem is, customer service is a very underappreciated, underpaid job. And there's no way I could pay my bills working customer service. So that was not my goal. Gonna make a couple more trips for ice because we need the ice. I'm just going to hope that that's a joke. Yeah, I'm gonna hope that that bit about the mouse being in the box is a joke, but then again, yeah, let's just hope it's a joke. Let's just hope it's a joke. I feel like every day I lose a little bit more faith in humanity. Oh, you didn't have to do. Let me believe. Let me believe. Let me think good things. Some people don't deserve it, but still. Why won't the mouse work? Hasn't taken out of the box. Are you late for something? No? You looked like you were in a panic, so I thought. Okay. My son came running downstairs and grabbed his phone. I thought maybe he woke up late for something because he left his phone down here. Yeah. Yeah. Tech support stories hurt my brain. That's why whenever in the past when I've had to do some sort of tech support, I didn't make sure the inventory was empty. Okay. Whenever I've had to do any sort of tech support in the past, I've always just gone over and taken care of the problem. Explain to them what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, so that hopefully they'll just say, "What do you think? I am an idiot," and actually learn something. Because yes, I do. But I'm not going to tell you that. Instead, I would always say, "No, but you'd be surprised some of the simple things that people just they miss. They're not techie people, and they just don't understand. So I just explained myself to everybody. Usually people accept that answer. What the heck? I'm actually picking up quite a bit of ice. This hole's gotten quite a bit deeper. Hmm. I like this little station here. Alright, we're just gonna let this thing suck some battery life off the base, or the mining station, and I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and refill my coffee. Because my coffee's empty. And an empty coffee cup is a sad coffee cup. You know, you say that, Anton, like she should have noticed the notification. And maybe in your particular situation, you're right. But here's a horrifying tech support story. I had to explain to one of our tech support guys, to one of our IT guys, that nobody was going to get the email he sent notifying people that the internet was down for maintenance. So, yeah, non-tech people are really bad about understanding that stuff. But I mean, why would you have to explain to the IT guy that nobody's going to get his email? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just sometimes people don't think. That's all right. The rest of that story is he sent out another email apologizing for the email that nobody got. So, yeah, even the IT experts can have their blonde moments. Oh, I'm sorry, dumb moments. Yes, Anton, sometimes. Not all times, sometimes. It might even be most times, but we're just gonna go with sometimes. Because I want to have some faith in humanity that we can do great things on occasion, once in a great while. Ah. I already have very little. So you can't take me down to none. I have to have some faith that there's good in humanity. Oh man. It sounds like somebody's here. I will be right back again. Somebody is here. Apparently my daughter is dog sitting. It's a good dog. The dog lived with us for a while, so I don't mind dog sitting this dog. Not at all. She's actually a really good dog, if just a little bit too energetic. But I thought that was coming next weekend. Apparently I was mistaken. So now things are going to be busy here for a little bit, and I'm going to have to figure out what that dog actually needs because they changed its diet, and I don't remember what they changed it to. I hope they do remember that the dog will not be free range fed while she's here because my dog can't be. Okay, okay. I'm still live streaming, by the way. Everybody can hear you. Okay. Yes, Shadow, I know you're here. I love you too. You're a great dog. Don't lick my hand anymore. Okay. Good. Okay. See you later. Bye. Well, whether you can hear them or not doesn't really matter. Yes, Shadow, I know. Of course. The first thing you want to do is go potty. My daughter's dog sitting, which means I'm going to be dog sitting. Go on.
You can go outside and mark all over the yard. She is a 2-year-old black lab. That's okay. I didn't really hear what she said either. Now my dog's gonna whine because there's another dog outside in the yard and he wants to go out there with her. No. Black labs are awesome. Just gonna say that and leave it there. Actually, labs in general are awesome. They're just good dogs. Never had a Benji. And the dog that's a Chihuahua is my dog. He's half Chihuahua, half Dachshund. He's a designer mutt. And he's a pain in the butt. And he's never eaten anybody's soul. Of course, now she wants in. Oh, it started raining. That's why she wants in. That doesn't matter. Solo wants out. Well, I don't know. It depends on what you're going for. When he was younger, he was extremely cute. In fact, that's the only reason he was still alive. Because there were so many times that you just want to punt him across the room. Because he got the worst attitude traits of both breeds, and the best cuteness from both breeds. So you sit there and you want to be angry with him, you want to punt him across the room, and then you look down at those big bulbous eyes and they look up at you and you're just like, oh, I can't kick that. Yeah, but then St. Bernards grew up to be beautiful. No, I make fun of my dog, but I love him. He's a good dog most of the time. Why are you whimpering? Oh, now my dog wants in. Yeah, it's raining out there. He says, I don't care. I got to smell the mess she made. Ah, dogs. You love them. And they try to frustrate the ever-living piss out of you. Get out of the pantry. I left the pantry open this morning. And she thought that was an open invitation to stick her nose in it. All right. Why are you barking? You just got here and you're already going to be a brat? She ain't coming back for you. You're staying here a day or two. Or 3. I don't remember how long. I really should have hammered out the details. I'll have to ask my daughter about that. How long is this dog staying here? Oh. All right. Oops. I thought I was over the walkway there. All right, let's go ahead and we will turn on the thrusters and the gyros. Let's do some repair work. Okay, nothing majorly bad. Throw some landing gear on there. All right. If that's all I lost was one landing gear, that's good. Oops. BS plus. All right. There we go. All repaired. Really shouldn't crash into things. Alright, so apparently I need to go chase down a dog and stop her from chewing up whatever she's chewing up. Which means I'm probably going to be busy for the next half hour, 45 minutes until she gets calmed down because of new environment. So, I'm going to have to end this here. Thank you all for joining me. Sorry to cut it short. You all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. See ya.